choosing courses, right? I know one of the most important things to consider is choosing courses when it comes to studying abroad.
Our previous episode, we had outlined some of the general eligibility criteria. So perhaps one of the most important criteria that I will talk about is finding a research advisor. In most of these research, what you need is someone, a professor who is willing to work with you to chart that path of your graduate studies. Usually this professor may or may not have funding, but it is still important that you reach out to the person, and the person also gives you the green light that he or she is willing to work with you. Then also, as part of the criteria, you are going to do a lot of experiments. And so there is the need for you to be willing and have the ability to work in the lab as well as in the field. And then in this day and age, we use a lot of statistics. So you must be someone who has an interest or have a little bit of background in statistics, and also willing to learn with the new analytical tools such as the SAS program. Faustina, thank you.
That was a big one. My takeaway from that was that if you don't get an advisor, it's difficult to get into it. So please, if you are going for the sciences, make sure you contact an advisor, because without them, it's difficult to get into the position. What are some of the eligibility when you want to choose courses in the businesses, in the social sciences?
Other social sciences, like studying in the in the policy studies, studying in economics, studying social work, as well as a master's in business administration. So aside all I think we've had previous webinars where we've outlined all the basic requirements for you to get admission to study abroad. So going beyond that, specifically looking at, say, MBA, you would want to be kind of, because MBA here abroad in the United States, in Canada, they have quite an array of specialties. They have the MBA finance, they have the MBA marketing, they have the MBA human resource, operations management, strategic management. But what really goes with the MBAs abroad is that they emphasize a lot on the quantitative skills. So what I mean by quantitative skills is that your ability to kind of solve problems using statistics. So that's why if you look at almost all the schools, their requirements for getting into an MBA, you would need to demonstrate a GMAT score, which is a math test that tells them your aptitude level in terms of quantitative. Because most of the works here are dealt with, because you're going to be analyzing data, and mind you, business administration is where you are making strategic decisions to improve your business. So you would need to work with data, and by so doing, you would need to have some quantitative skills. So it's very, very heavy on quantitative.
Thank you, Mr. Apple. This is insightful. Thank you so much, Mr. Nyarko. What are some of the eligibility criteria if you want to study in your field? So machine learning, big data, analytics.
If you want to talk about AI, one has to be conscious about fundamental courses like mathematics. I call it fundamental because even if you want to be a historian in the current economic development, you need to have mathematics. So you should have a not strong background, but I mean average background in mathematics is okay. You should also be interested in reading a lot. So if your English language and other humanities courses that you might take should also be very strong.
We talked about the schools being free, which I liked. In case you have additional questions, you can email us at yahoo.studyabroad.consult at gmail.com. We are so happy you joined us.